Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Global Happiness Today YouTube channel. Like the saying goes, Atiku don't buy market. Even Wike, Governor Wike himself said his second name is Trouble. Honestly, I don't know how Atiku come out of this, but in that which way, it's looking like a win-win for the other party members. I'm referring to APC and Labour Party, who seem to be strong contenders for the presidency for 2023 election. As it is now, Wike have actually done his worst. Hey, I don't know. Let's go straight to the news proper to find out what it is PK is doing that is giving Atiku and his camp sleepless night. Before we go into the news proper, kindly subscribe to our channel. Click on the red subscribe button beside it. You'll see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead. Click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Let's go straight into the news. Governor Wike of Rivers State has sued the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Atiku Abubakar, the Sokoto State Governor, Aminu Tambuwal, and the PDP over the conduct of the presidential primary of the party that was held in Abuja on May 28 and May 29, 2022. In the suit marked FHC/ABJ/CS/782/2022, Wike and a PDP chieftain, Nugent Ikamon, are listed as the plaintiffs. In the originating summons, the PDP is listed as the first respondent, while the Independent National Electoral Commission is the second respondent. Tambuwal and Atiku are listed as the third and fourth respondent, respectively. During the PDP presidential primary, when aspirants were asked to address delegates, Tambuwal had asked them to vote for him only to return moments later to ask them to vote for Atiku. At the primary, Atiku polled 371 votes, while Wike and Bukola Saraki gathered 237 and 70 votes respectively after the convention. The national chairman of the PDP, Ayu, described Tambuwal as the hero of the convention. In the originating summons, Wike and his co-applicant asked the court to determine 8 issues, including whether the purported transfer of Tambuwal's vote to Atiku by the PDP was illegal and void. The plaintiff asked the court to determine if Tambuwal lost his claim to vote the moment he stepped down for Atiku. He asked the court to determine whether Tambuwal, having stepped down during the primaries, ought to lose his vote. Wike and Ikamon argued that should these issues be determined in their favor, the court should grant 9 reliefs, including a declaration that the purported transfer of Tambuwal's vote to Atiku be declared null and void. The plaintiffs are also seeking a declaration that the PDP acted negligently and in bad faith by assigning the Sokoto governor's vote to Atiku at the primaries. They prayed the court to cancel the transfer of votes and the corresponding order restraining the third respondent as Tambuwal's withdrawal in the primary was done after voting had commenced. The applicant also prayed the court to declare that PDP and Atiku took undue advantage of Tambuwal's withdrawal when they allowed Sokoto governor to persuade delegates to vote for the former vice president in the primary. Wike and Ikamon asked the court to order INEC to reject or remove Atiku from its list of candidates in 2023 presidential election. They are also seeking an order commanding the PDP to recount the vote of the primary that was held on May 28 and May 29th. Lastly, the applicant are seeking an order of the court directing the first respondent, PDP, to declare the second applicant, Wike, a presidential aspirant in the May 28 and May 29 primary, as the winner of the aforesaid primary, with a corresponding order directing the first respondent, PDP, to forward his name as a candidate to contest the presidential election in 2023. In a supporting affidavit he deposed to, Ikamon noted that he was a member of the PDP and attested to the fact that Wike won the presidential election. He maintained that Tambuwal withdrew from the contest after voting had commenced and directed that his vote be assigned to Atiku. The third respondent, Tambuwal, speaking twice before stepping down from the contest, persuaded all his delegates who are going to vote for him to vote for the fourth respondent, Atiku. The first, PDP, the fourth, Atiku, respondents who also wanted the vote desperately agreed with the third respondent, that's Tambuwal, and assigned Tambuwal's respondent vote to the fourth Atiku's respondent and increased his vote to win the second applicant, which is Wike's. The second applicant, which is Wike, won the primaries if the vote of the third respondent, Tambuwal, has not been transferred or assigned to the fourth respondent, Atiku. It was learned that the court processes had been served on PDP at its Wadata Plaza headquarters located at Wuse Zone 5, while a copy had also been delivered to Atiku's campaign office in Maitema and the Sokoto State Governor's liaison office by the court bailiff. Wike has been at loggerheads with Atiku and Tambuwal since his defeat in the presidential primary. This is hot news. Either which way, it's a win-win for Peter Obi and the APC President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But let's look at this critically. If this happens, if for any reason this happens, you also know that means that the likes of Amechi, the likes of Osibajo, of APC can also contest and say all the likes of Godswill Akpabio and all the likes Fayemi and the likes who stepped down for Bola Ahmed Tinubu and saying that all their votes should go for Bola Ahmed Tinubu will become null and void. But his own is a bit unique because why I said PDP's own is unique is because twice that Tambuwal came on. The first one was to charge his delegate that they should vote for him. He has this and that this normal chat, motivational talk for his people to vote for him. On the second time, he came up and said, look, he wants his votes to go to Atiku. One would have expected that once you are in the primaries, you cannot begin to transfer vote. You cannot step down. If you want to step down a day before the primaries. Honestly, that's where you can actually avoid things like this. I can assure you that Wike is a sore loser. I do not see this ending well in PDP. The boat that is moving and shaking with chaos is going to capsize sooner than we think. Because to tell you the truth, don't forget that Wike is a barrister, he's a lawyer, he read law. So, he understands the courtroom and the dynamics. And don't also forget that for a while now, Wike have been romancing with APC. And don't also forget that the ruling party also have a great stake when it comes to the judiciary in this country, technically speaking. Anyway, now with that going on and with the fact that for every chaos going on in PDP, it's a plus and a win-win for both APC and PDP. Anything to encourage the chaos going on will be duly welcomed by APC. So who knows, maybe some of these things are probably ideas being put into this. You would have won. You need to do the needful. I don't know how Atiku will come out of this, but honestly, I would have said the best form of settling this is to meet Wike one-on-one. Stop sending emissaries, for crying out loud. This is a guy that usually have meetings with. You talk to him from time to time. You hold meetings with him in your Abuja residence. Why are you sending emissaries to him? He's a man like you. Talk to him one-on-one. Guy, what's your challenge? What do you want? If he says he wants, then we begin to, because if it's going to be a solid loser, because if for any reason this thing goes like that into the campaign proper, it's going to distract Atiku very surely, and it will definitely weaken their resolve. They will not come in one front to now worsen it. If for any reason Atiku, if ever wins, this plaintiff and this court case will linger and it may even null his election. This is really bad one for him. Then again, it's a plus for the likes of Peter and Bola Ahmed Tinubu. That's going to wrap it up. Let's read the comment section. This is